Wow. So, welcome one and all. It is a leg day. We're doing predominantly squats. So we're starting off with squats. Not going to be too worried about the weight I'll be moving, but more about the time under tension. So let's get this session underway. Just starting. Good start to the morning with England winning 2-1. So lovely bubbly. So trying to get my bearings. How are we all, to say? Right, let's go again. Just trying to get warmed up. Feel a bit disconnected with tonight's events. Nice. Oh, it's too early for this shit. But so far so good. Steady away, as it were. I do with a little chair. That's what I really need. A little stool. Right. So, how are we? How is everybody? So get your comments in down below. How are we all feeling? Ooh. Right. Here we go. Feels nice enough. Okay. Oh. So, definitely feel comfortable with 60 kilos, which is not surprising. I definitely enjoy working with that time and retention. Definitely feels more beneficial going after ground, which probably a really good rep range to go for. Feel really solid. Right, so get your comments in. Sip. So we are live on TikTok and YouTube, so get your comments in. Right. I think we'll up the weight to 70 kg. If you can hear me, just let us know in the comments down below. I'm pretty sure things will be hunky-dory. Wow. Oh, you know when you get that itch? It's annoying, like, right across the back. Anyway, 70 kg. Let's smash this one out. Nice. I think that's probably the most important thing about training. It's not always about the heavier weight, but sometimes it's just about the range of motion and just slowing things down. I think you can get a lot more bang for your buck when you start really slow things down, keep that constant tension, increase your range of motion. I think that's another good thing. Definitely a game changer when you trying to increase that natural range of motion. So trying to go to proper depth on any exercise that you can. I know sometimes you feel really weak when you do go to like a proper depth from a stance where you may feel stronger when you don't go to full range of motion. But I think the benefits of going full range of motion is twofold for sure. Anyway, we'll do another set of 70, then we're up again to 80 kilos. So get commenting. Cheers. I do have this. You're right. I think we're going to operate in around about 80% of our 1 rep max, which was 110 kilos. So probably be in and around about the 90 kilo mark. So I think that's where we would end up today. Again, just trying to slow things down, keep that time under tension. One thing I would like to do is probably increase the rep count that I'm doing, or try to do multiple sets back to back, like off the cuff. So let's get this one, see if we can do this for 4 reps, if not more. Well, here we go. Nice. Now that's actually felt really strong, but again I didn't do the time and tension. But again, it's like different mode of training. Probably not going full elevation. Different, not something I would normally do. But again, I think they just stop it at the bottom, or go to that same range of motion, not go full lockout. See how the next one goes. We'll do the next one again. But it felt good, felt quick. And I think that's probably one thing I'm going to start trying to do, trying to change some of the tempo of the reps. So go from time under tension to a bit more of a rapid fire repetition. But it's increased the weight, nevertheless. So increase it to about 80 kilos. Ooh. So 80 kilos. Drop us a comment if you'd like to ask anything, please feel free. So yes, here we go again. Drop us a comment, drop us a like. 80 kilos. Again, that felt loads better. Just try and go down to that depth. We're not going to full range of motion at the top end. Felt really good. Friggin' taxing. I think sometimes that's what I need. I need that variability within my routine. Keep that, trying to change that intensity. I think after this we'll probably look at doing probably a bit of leg press, maybe an inverted leg press. So we'll see what we can get up to in a bit. So drop your comments if you'd like to ask away. What do you think to the 2-1 result with England today? I thought it was a bit cagey event. Wasn't the best game I've seen, but I think most importantly we progressed to the next stage of the tournament. I think the heat probably played a massive part in today's result. Towards the end of the extra time, it was definitely, you see, it was hard on the players. But nevertheless, 2-1 win to England. Always happy days when we get through to the latter stages of a big tournament. So, who do you think we'll face next? I would imagine we'll probably get our beloved enemy, the Argentines. Who do you think will get into the final? Put your comments down below. Anyway, 80 kilos. Wow. Very draining. Don't think today's session is going to be anything spectacular. Not really had that many hours sleep, which is a bit of a bummer, but considering with what was happening during today's towards the back end of today, need much. I don't know about you, but from 2 o'clock, I'm going to be the world's biggest Switzerland fan. So hopefully Switzerland can do us a big favour and knock out Argentina. We'll see. So the question is whether I should go up to 90 kilos now, do the same again, do back-to-back sets of about 4 repetitions. Again, keep that time under tension. I think that's probably the critical thing. Maybe trying to be a bit more explosive. I think that's something I would definitely like to work on at the bottom end. Ooh. But wow, I'm pretty zapped. Whew. Right, so I think what I'll do is I'm going to go up to 90 kilos, which is probably about 80% of my 1 rep max. And we'll see if we can do this for a few more reps. Trying to do a couple more sets at 90 kilos. Try and keep that intensity, that range of motion correct. So how is everybody feeling? Let me know in the comments whether you enjoyed today's football events. And what do you reckon on the next game coming up, which is Argentina against Switzerland? Are you going to be supporting Switzerland and become the biggest Switzerland fan of all times? Oh. Fucking hell. Alright, here we go. Here we go again. 90 kilos. Oh. That is absolutely draining. Shit me. Right. Wow. Gonna do another set at 90 kilos. I think this intensity is pretty about right for today's session. With regard to not having enough sleep, I don't think I've had enough sleep, so I've not really given myself the optimal amount of rest time. And what doesn't help is the fact that it's still warm. Watching football, bad choices, but never mind. So we're doing another 100, well, sorry, 890 kilos. But yes, here we go again. 90 kilos. Would be nice to be a bit more explosive at the bottom end, but I think with the way our energy is, I feel really, really depleted. But nevertheless, let's crack on. Wow, immense. Wow, that's really tiring, I must admit. Right, shadow that was really tiring. Right, so that might do one more set, and then we'll probably then look at doing some alternatives, leg movements. Uh, but wow, it would be nice to try to get more repetitions back to back, or trying to do more reps in the actual set itself. But something I'm definitely not really programmed too much of in terms of the big compound movements. Probably one of my drawbacks is I don't really do high repetitions on the big compound movements, which is pretty. I'm probably losing a lot of serious momentum by not doing so. So, let's see if we can push on. That's not. Wow, absolutely shattered. I'm absolute goose. Been coupled that with not having enough sleep, definitely hindering any type of energy burst progression. So, without letting that stagnate, we'll jump on just something else. So, try and keep the momentum going. Wow. Right. Ah, yes. Need that as well. So, what we're going to do is do a different variant of exercise, something that we've not done before in a long time. Do maybe some belted squats. Well, hopefully you can see, but the lights here is pretty shit. Where's the thing going for it? That's not good, is it? Oh, that's a bit annoying. I don't know where the belt thing is for it. I can't be asked. Ba, 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 ba. Na 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 na. What I might do is just do some hip squats. Oh, there we go. So drop in a comment down below what I'm going to do here. Make sure that's right at the highest. Okay. That's about right there. Yeah, that is about right. And I tell you what, I am absolutely dreading this. Absolutely floored. But nevertheless, got to crack on. Okay, hopefully everybody's still see. Heat is crippling. Wow. So, get your comments in below. But wow, absolutely struggling today. And I put that down to probably the lack of sleep. But nevertheless, we'll crack on. Regardless. So that was only 55 kilos, which is now impressive. But nevertheless, get a bit more weight on there. And the beauty of this exercise is you have the safety barriers in place, so you're not gonna cripple yourself by overloading it. I think the main thing is, as long as I'm controlling the descent, I think that's probably one of the most important part of the exercise in itself. Right, let's load up another 20 kilos on. Cack and ball. Here we go again. Pretty sure. Oh, right. This is 60 kilos. 60, 80, 100, 120. So it's 120 kilos. So yeah. Why did I say 55 for? So 120 kilos. Here we go. I am absolutely gas bagging. Friggin' Nora. Absolutely mullered. It's not the fact that it's heavy, it's the fact that the energy is so far depleted. I still feel I've got the strength to do a couple reps per set, but trying to get the volume is nowhere near. So I think I'm going to try to get a bit more volume, not a bit more volume on a leg press or leg extension than anything else. But I'm going to focus on just trying to get a bit more added weight onto here and trying to really push the tension in the actual muscle itself. But one thing it doesn't help is the heat. It is really warm. Yeah, totally. It is a lot more of a chilled atmosphere this time of night. You can make any methodology work, that, as long as it suits your lifestyle. It's easy to factor in. It's just, what are you prepared to sacrifice? I mean, I don't really watch anything on TV. I don't allow that type of thing to dictate my sleeping pattern, my eating program. So I just work, sleep, eat, and try and have some good time outside when I can. But yeah, this time of night it is completely chilled. I would highly recommend it if you like, if you're one of them type of people that like that relaxation of being in the mode of training by yourself, it is one of them things where you have to be really self-motivated to want to go at this time of night. But it is chilled. It is chilled. So I'm going to do 140 kilos. Trying to give myself a bit more. What the fucking stone. One thing I would say is when I'm doing any leg movements, that means I'm planted on the floor. I always like to try and do it without shoes. I feel I get a better connection with the actual exercise. There's no deformity in the actual foot planting, so my foot's not having the contours of a rubber sole or whatever it may be underneath the foot dictating where the pressure goes. So it is a lot more of a natural stance. Wow. So 140 kilos, we're trying to get a couple of reps out of this. Then I might load up on the leg press machine. But today's session is really draining. It's quite surprising, even though I feel really good before starting here. Surprising little details. But anyway, hundred and 40 kilos. Oh. Wow. Immense. 2 reps, I'm happy with that, like. See what comments. I did, Alfie, I did watch the footy. Bit off and on for myself. Bit sleepy. I think that's probably what's affected my sleeping pattern today. But nevertheless, still well worth the enduring that display. I don't think it was the most convincing game of football ever, but nevertheless, a win's a win. Progress to the next round. So what did you think of the game, people? Was it an enjoyable match? What do you think the hopes are for the next round? And who do you want in the next round? Who do you think they're going to get in the next round? So 140 kilos went really well. Again, only 2 reps. Now, impressive. Feeling really tired. And nevertheless, we'll crack on. I don't think I can add any more weight to it, to be fair. So we'll see how it goes. Try another set at 140. Wow. Right, I'm going to do one more set at 140, see how that goes. Wow. 2 reps again. I definitely would like to try this again on a day where I've had ample sleep. But wow. Oh. Nice. Right, and what I'm going to do, instead of dilly-dallying, we'll tidy up and we'll jump on to some leg extension, I think. But wow, what a exercise. Definitely something I'm getting more accustomed to. Trying to build stronger quads. There we go. So, drop in the comments, guys. Yeah, my voice is going. Screaming at the TV. Drop in the comment. Any support, please feel free to drop a comment. Any advice, always welcome. Any questions? What we're doing here, Matt? Uh, oh yeah. Oh, that feels nice. So, okay, comments. By going to bed early is the answer to that. If you program your day around the things that are important to you, you're able to factor in a lot more. So I just go to bed early to get up at this time of morning. Um, so yeah, I do get to do the things I do enjoy outside of work, and it's just how you program things. It's what's important to you at any given time. If you're one of these type of people that likes to watch TV of an evening, I think it's very unproductive. I think it's a waste of time and a lot of wasted energy. Yep, I certainly do. So, it is indeed bish, 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 bosh, bosh. It is bish. Pick up bish. But yeah, I think that's the main thing is really is just trying to program things in and around what's important to you. And to me, going to work, enjoying an evening where I can relax and have my meal, have a nice shower and whatnot, go to bed, and then enjoy an early morning to come to the gym, get a good session out, and feel really ready to get crack on with the day. So I don't wake up, half an hour before going to work and feeling sluggish. I do feel really alert, and I haven't found any drop off with what I'm doing at work, what I'm doing outside of work. So it's what works for you works, and if you're happy with your daily routine and what you're doing in and around your day, that's the main thing, isn't it, really? So I'm going to up the weight to 25, because, well, no, we do 30. Wow, 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 wow. Where's 10 kilos? That's 15. What the hell? So, gonna put this up to 30. Definitely feel a bit worse for wear today. That's my gym. Well, it is a good gym, but there's ample room for everybody. One thing I don't do is come here during the daytime, because it's absolutely heaving, especially at the time I finish work. So it's out of the question for me to come at that time of day. I do like my open spaces and the opportunity to do whatever I feel in any given moment. There's never any restrictions. Oh, oh. Whack, that is absolute whack. So, this is called One Gym. It is based in the northeast of England. So if you're ever in the northeast, search up One Gym, and the equipment is thick as fuck. Really well catered for. So you won't be disappointed whichever gym you go to up here in the northeast. This is in Bishop. Again, this is One Gym in Bishop Auckland. Just wish they had a volume button on the music, because the music is far too loud for my liking. And that's not an old man fart talking. That's I don't like this type of music. I'm more into my rock music. Yeah, a bit of Oasis, whatnot, a bit of Nirvana. So yeah, the music is not up to my liking for sure. But yeah, this is a pretty thick gym, to be fair. Compared to like going to like a pure gym, this is by far exceeds all expectations. and it's the choice of equipment as well, which is, I think, is really, really fundamental to having a really good opportunity to advance your techniques as a someone who's trying to chase better health and whatnot. Anyway, try again, another 30 kilos. Oh, wow. It is Bishop 1 gym, you're right. It is Bishop 1 gym. I think probably, maybe later on in the week, I might go to Finford gym just to break up the continuity. Wow. At least they've got the fans on tonight, so it does help with that bit of air circulation. But wow. So get your commenting, people. Anything you'd like to know, then feel free to drop me a message. That is the only thing I ask, is if you jump on the live and drop us a comment. It always really helps with my session to go a bit more, gives it a bit more, makes it a bit more enjoyable for myself, breaks up my time whilst I'm here, trying to answer as many questions as I can. It just breaks up my time during the breaks I have during the sets, so it does help. Right, what I'm going to do now is just do a back off step. What I'm going to look for is just trying to squeeze it at the top end. Wow. Wow. I can't say how absolutely friggin' drained I am. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Fuck, you know. Alright, that's it. Wow. Right. So, somebody got a sweat mark on it already. Time going banana. See if we've got any wipes. Ah, yes, yes, yes. Right. So, what we're going to do is going to do a little bit more of a leg press. Uh, what I'm going to do is put that there. I think I'm going to load up 80 kilos. I'm not really fussed about how much weight I'm shifting in terms of that. I'm more worried about trying to get a deeper connection to the muscle. I'm going to probably look at changing feet positioning. So trying to add a few different variables to this exercise. Right, here we go. Get you into a bit more of a favourable position. There we go. Right, I'm going to go for like a low foot positioning at the lowest possible I can get it. Ah, feels nice. So it's only 80 kilos and whatever the thing weighs. Definitely feel it at this point here. Feels really nice. So I'm going to go for a midway stance now. Definitely feel it more on the actual quads. That's really, wow. Just that one change made a massive difference. Wow. Oh. So I think sometimes when you have to trying to play around with feet positioning, I think it does help finding a position that really targets the muscle that you want to target in that particular set exercise. Wow. I'm going to go for much higher foot and I can't even get that moving. So feet is as high as I can get on the board. Definitely don't feel as much as I would do in the middle of the board. Wide and in the middle. Wow. So yeah, I think feet position is probably really important to understand. Really just change the dynamics of the exercise. Uh, I so again, we're not doing heavy weight today, so it's quite in a moderate weight. So I'm not really worried about knockout. So I appreciate the comment. It's a valid point. I think sometimes you have to make sure you don't overexert the joints with overloading it with a lockout. But I think that's more so if you have very flexible joints. I think that's what people need to be wary of. I think what I'm going to do next, towards the back end of this week, we'll definitely do another leg day. I hope we'll have a completely different set of results. Definitely feel the impact of having probably not as much sleep as I normally would get overnight, but considering the day's event leading up to that, I think it's well earned. I think sometimes when you have these type of sessions where they don't go to plan, or you don't feel like you're making much of a difference, I think sometimes you have to reanalyze and try and work in around the way things go, and not be so disheartened by how things can go sometimes. Let's go again. Again, wide stance, middle of the board. Really get emphasize the outer head of the quads. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So, get your comments in down below. If you like to ask anything, feel free to do so. Um, so far, so good. Wow, wow, wow. We'll do one more set and then we'll do some triceps and probably some bicep movements. Why not? Right, go for low and wide. Ah, wow. More comments. Right, appreciate the comments, appreciate the likes. Oh my god, my ass. Legs are like, oh, found a penny. Found a penny. Found a penny. That's a good look. So, 1 penny. That's mine. Nice. Right, so, without any further ado, I think it's going to be time to gonna get my boots, my shoes back on, and we'll look at doing some tricep extension, maybe a push down, pull down, whatever. Bit of bicep curl. Wow. So far so good. It's been a nice session. I can't really complain. It's not been dramatic. It's not been any new PRs. Energy has felt quite low on the ground, to be fair. But considering today's events, it's bound to happen at some point, and I'm glad it happened today. And England has progressed, so big up England. Well done. Anyway, here we go. So, going to look at doing some tricep stuff. I think we'll use the French press. That's quite a sick one. This is definitely an exercise which is very enjoyable. Not going to go too heavy today, so I'm going to put 30 kilos on, 15 aside. Pardon-moi. Ah, where's my cloth? I need to wipe that down, because it'd be a dirty bastard if I don't. There we go. Lovely, still wet as well, nice. So, here we go again. So, oh my god, that's all wonky donkey, isn't it? What's happened there, chat? There we go. So, right, French press. Nice. Wow, when you feel really depleted. Understatement. Here we go. Look at that sweat patch. It is very warm. Well, luckily they got the fans on today. Yesterday it was too hot. But we had a really good session yesterday, we really did. Today's session's a bit drabby, but got to persevere. Tomorrow, I know tomorrow will be a better day. Trying to think what I'm going to programming for tomorrow's session. I'm looking at maybe a chest day or maybe a shoulder day, and then do another leg day after that, and then alternative shoulder or chest day, whichever I do first. We'll see. So I appreciate the comments. Whoa, what gym? Well, this is called One Gym. It's based in the northeast of England, and it's open 24/7 for Christmas Day and probably New Year's, whatever it may be. But yeah, it is open 24/7 for certain dates. But yeah, it is a pretty sick gym, to be fair. I don't foresee myself leaving this type of gym in the future. It's definitely somewhere I can definitely see myself getting stronger in. Right. So yeah, 30 kilos is pretty standard now. Right, let's up it to 40 kilos. Where's the 5 kilo plate? So annoying. It's like a workout just to find the frigging weights. Right, so here we go. 40 kilos. We're trying to do as much as we can. I do like doing triceps. Definitely getting towards the upper limit. Wow. So drop us a comment if you'd like to ask anything. Feel free to drop us a comment, drop us a like, and if anything else, drop us a follow. Every little helps, as it were. Right, so 2.5. Oh, I hate this. I'm looking for weights again, aren't I? It's like part of the workout is just trying to find the right weights that you need. Right, so 45 kilos French press. I don't think I've ever done 45, to be fair. So we'll see how this goes. So drop us a comment down below. Anything you'd like to know, feel free to ask. Wow. Really feeling it now. Wow, 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 wow. Right, I think I might even go a bit heavier. Um, why not? He says, so 50 kilos. We'll try 50 kilos. Why not? You don't try, you don't know, is what I say all the time. Where's the 10 kilo plate? Oh, shit, yeah. 10 kilos. So, we'll try 50 kilos. This is definitely going to be the first. Definitely want to try and increase the weight on what my triceps can do. Definitely going to help with a stronger bench press. Want to try and get my bicep curls up higher as well. I want to trying to exceed 20 kilos. We're almost getting on to 20 kilos now, so it would be nice to get as heavy as possible on any movement. Wow, not bad, not bad. Probably not the prettiest, but still, a win's a win. Whew. Right, so I think what we'll do now is one thing I need to start doing more of is make sure I clean things up, make sure it's all tidy. So, I think what I'm going to do now is so okay, clean, clean, clean. Thank you very much. Felt clean, so it looks clean. So yes, very much, very clean, clean. Right, so I think I'm going to do myself a favour and start on the 15 kilos. Again, nice, but wow, I'm absolutely freaking gassed. So I do apologise. Just want to perform and do the best you can, and wow, it's not surprising what the lack of rest does to a workout. But I think tomorrow we might even have a day off. I mean, I don't know yet. But I do like to do things based on how I feel, and sometimes having a day off from the gym to properly recoup is really vital. So it's not uncommon for me to have a couple of days off during a month, during a week, whatever it may be. Maybe having back-to-back days off does have an important role to play in trying to get stronger, trying to get fitter. So you need to always try and program time off, and don't be so regimented in thinking that you have to go to the gym day in, day out to better yourself. Sometimes having a day off does you the world of justice. So arms that. Nice. Right, so we'll do the 17s. I might get some added weight onto them, see how it goes. So 17 kilos, 17 and a half kilos. That's it, I think I'm an absolute goose. I think sometimes you have to call it quits when it's the right time, and I think today's right now is the right time to probably take a step back. Or is it? Right, so ooh, wow, what a day. Um, not a bad time. Oh, cheers for that, Harry. It is a late night, but we do have work later on today, so we will be going home shortly, having a wash, having some to eat, getting maybe another hour to sleep, and then skedaddle off to work and get the whole day started again. It's going to be a long day, so looking forward to it. Nevertheless, but wow. Right, so here we go. Trying to think what I'm going to do, lads. I might do one more exercise and that'll be it, but who knows? Who knows? Only Bruno. Um, we'll do one little exercise on here. Why not? Nice. What a long day. Whew. Do another set. Right, we'll do one more set and I'm going to try and do some pull-ups, and I think that'll be today's session done. Even though it's not been the most invigorating, it has been intuitive nevertheless. Wow, wow, wow. Nice. So there we go. Very slow. Well, yeah, it wasn't not the main emphasis of my exercise on this one, but I totally know what you're saying there. Again, this was 20 kilos aside, really light work, wasn't about anything other than just getting a bit of a blood flow to the muscle. So appreciate the comment. Respect to you for the comment. But yeah, you're totally right in what you're saying there. It is another aspect of training where you can slow things down. So uh, so I'm going to do some pull-ups. So let's get my act together. See how this goes. I'm not sure if it's going to be any good, but we'll give it a try.
Relax. Thinking. Heart racing. Spaces. After the bed.
Right.
Thinking. Thinking.
Right. Let's get this bench moved out of the way, and then we can try to do some pull-ups, maybe some chin-ups. We'll see.
Thinking.
Here we go.
Thinking.
Ish. Definitely getting stronger. Definitely increasing the reps over a length of time. Definitely think I'll be a lot stronger if I did that probably at the start of a session. But when I do that, I have no idea. I've always been very adamant on doing the big compound movements. But I think maybe one session this week we'll just do purely body weight movements. See if we can do some emphasize chin-ups and pull-ups at the start of the session, leg raises and whatnot, do some abdominal work. That'd be an interesting aspect of training. So, but I'm definitely getting stronger on the pull-ups, considering what I was doing at the start of the year, how I was struggling to do any type of pull-up. I was actually using the actual pull-up assist machine, just that to show you the scope of the progression I've made since the start of the year. All the videos of my progression are available on YouTube if people want to watch the dreadful form I had at the start. It's just the entirety of the sessions I've done so far, no edits, so it is a bit of a fucking turd show. So, but nevertheless, progression is progression. Looking great, thank you very much. It is getting there slowly. At some point we will do some physiques update. At the moment I'm still at the top end of 20%, so I think once I get down to around about 15%, I think it'll look a lot more pleasing to the eye. But I'm just a bit of a, some areas are looking really good, other areas are not so good. But one thing I don't really do is a lot of flexing. Definitely not the type of person that needs to flex. I don't feel that part of my ego or my personality. Just like to push myself as best I can when I can, and I do gas bag a lot when I'm by myself, so I do apologise. He says. Anyway, let's try again. Better getting there. I'm absolutely freaking goose. But I tell you what, I do really like these straps. Make a difference to the overall grip. Makes me feel really locked in. Oh yeah. I like to. You have to enlighten me because I'm not fully registered what you mean there. You have to elaborate on your interpretation. So yeah, so far so good. I'm going to try one more set, and then we'll probably skedaddle, get myself home, get myself showered, get myself fed, maybe have a little snooze before work, and then let what happens happens. And then we'll rinse and repeat tonight. Make sure go home, have a good night's sleep, and probably arrange to come to the gym a bit later than normal, maybe around about 2 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. But we'll see how things go. Then we'll do one more set of chin-up pull-ups, and then we'll see how things progress from there. Might do some chin-ups, I'm not sure. Right. That's it. I'm absolutely goosed. Wow. So drop us a comment down below. Really appreciate it. It's been fantastic so far, guys. I think that is me done. It's not been a bit of an indifferent workout today, I must say. I think that's probably coupled with not getting enough sleep during my time off from work, and then obviously with the football being on, I think things have been a bit wayward. But nevertheless, we've still got a good workout in. We will be back tomorrow. I think tomorrow will be an upper day where we do shoulders, trying to get a new PR on a shoulder dumbbell press. I think that'd be a nice thing to do. But yeah, overall it's been an enlightened session. So I would like to thank everybody who's commented and joined, liked, and followed me on social media. I really do appreciate it. But anyway, nevertheless, I'll see you again probably around about 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. So please feel free to join me then. And until then, take care, everybody. I'll see you again soon.